You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Ferris. Good Thunder Road Thursday to you, fine sir.
And not just that, but it's National Christmas Lights Day.
It is.
I don't know why there's a day just for that, but yeah.
Yeah, day to put up the Christmas lights.
I have got, or I had rather, the last home I lived in for, almost 9 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had to give the guy credit. Christmas lights up all year.
Really?
All year. And he would turn them on. It'd be mid-August. All of a sudden, his Christmas lights, and I just thought it was hilarious.
Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you meant the house that you lived in that was on your house.
No.
You didn't have any Christmas lights.
No, because that takes effort, John.
All right, we're on the same page now.
So, National Christmas Lights Day.
Yes.
Richard Pryor would have been 82 today.
Oh, I liked Richard Pryor a lot.
Yeah, what a man. Holy cow.
Heck of a life, man.
There was a movie that he was in, The Toy, that could never be made today. Do you remember that movie?
Never seen it.
Oh, really?
Truly.
It's a good movie.
Oh, you would love it.
Just spoke with the young man who was one of the stars of the movie. He was also in The Christmas Story.
Was Jackie Gleason in that?
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
Why do I remember that?
Richard Pryor
Yeah.
Okay.
and Scotty Schwartz. And we had
Great
Scotty
movie.
Schwartz on the program.
Oh, yeah. You've talked about Scott. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it is a great movie. But I was thinking that when I was talking to him, like, you couldn't make that today. So it wouldn't work.
It just wouldn't work. Let's see. Haywood Allen is 87 today.
Who is that?
We just call him Woody.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
William Haywood. Yeah, he gave us, over 48 movies in his career, including Sleeper, Annie Hall, of course, Bananas, Radio Days. And he married his adopted daughter, which...
Yeah, that's kind of
Super
weird.
creepy.
It's got a little weird. And Hocus Pocus fame, and a heck of a singer, lover or hater. Bette Midler is 77 today. Yeah, and I was going to do a dramatic reading. She did have some hits, but it's like, just a, they say love is a river. And you're the wind, John, beneath my wing.
Oh.
That was just lovely.
I think that was a mashup, is what you call
It was
that.
a
It's two different
mashup.
songs.
Yeah, of her two biggest hits there. Historically speaking, holy moly, are you kidding me? What a day in history this was, boy howdy. 1913, this day, Ford Motor Company fires up the world's first moving assembly line to produce the Ford Model T.
It's a game changer,
Sure
man.
was. And talk about terrific timing and business sense. Also this day in 1913, the first drive-up gas station opens for business.
Nice.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
The first drive-up gas station. How'd they do it before?
It was delivered?
Yeah, you get that car away from this gas station. You know, to park out of the corner and bring it down in a bucket.
We just think about that when that stuff was new. How just weird that was and high-tech and
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, let me get it straight. Here's an assembly line thing.
Yeah.
Building cars, and now I can drive this car to this building and get gas. You know what I mean? The learning
Yeah.
curve had to
Oh,
be
yeah.
just goofy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Probably had
Absolutely
some
goofy.
people driving through the gas stations.
And in 1953, speaking of new inventions, and this was a game changer too, 1953, man, that long ago, Hugh Hefner publishes the first issue of Playboy magazine.
Really?
Marilyn Monroe
Okay.
was the centerfold, but centerfold was not even a thing then. It was referred to as the Sweetheart of the Month.
Oh.
You could buy that magazine for 50 cents.
I bet it's worth a lot more than that today.
I'm going to get to that. Only sold 50,000 copies.
Oh, wow. So there were not a lot of them
Wow.
out.
So 25,000 on that first issue is what, and that was the gross sales on that thing. Copy of that today, anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 for a
Depending
perfect
on the condition. Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
And think of this. Marilyn Monroe, the first, naked.
Yeah.
Do you know what she got paid for that photo shoot?
Nothing.
$50.
Oh, my
What?
goodness.
Yep, the equivalent of about $560 today.
Holy cow.
Well, she was a struggling actress.
Yeah? Yeah, I suppose.
Interesting stuff there. Weird. So, you got your assembly lines, you got your gas stations, and you get naked.
You got it all, Dan.
It's
What a
there.
program.
I did my research.
I'll be writing home about this one.
I know. Well, I know. You know. We all know. We just move ahead.
Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Super excited to visit today with Sue Peters with the American Legion in Sioux Falls. Sue, how are you doing?
Oh, good morning. I'm nice and warm. I'm inside.
Yeah, it's a good day to be inside, and this Sunday would be a good day to be inside at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance because the American Legion has a pancake breakfast. And let's talk a little bit about what the funds go to because this is a really cool thing.
Sure. We have a pancake breakfast the first Sunday of every month, and it's held at the Alliance from 8:30 to noon. And the funds go for American Legion baseball and boys state. It's the way we fund those two projects every year.
And this Sunday from 8:30 till noon, there's kind of some special things happening, right?
Oh, really special. It's December, and so Santa and Mrs. Claus have called and asked if they can pay us a visit.
And if people would like to, they can stop by and see Santa and Mrs. Claus, maybe even take a photo, right?
Oh, my gosh. We have a wonderful backdrop, a 50-foot LED screen, digital screen, whatever it is. And, yeah, we'll take pictures. We'll take their cameras, their phones, and take family pictures if they want. The parents can take pictures of the kids. If they go to our Facebook page at American Legion Sioux Falls SD Post 15, they can see a picture of Santa and Mrs. Claus, and they won't be disappointed.
And I'll tell you what, we've been to this pancake breakfast many, many, many times. I wish I could say we make it every month, but there are some times we don't get to go. But every time I go, it is just the best. You guys do a really good job.
Thank you, John. People tell us we have the best pancakes in town. So you get pancakes, sausage, eggs, coffee, and juice for $7. For 11 and up, 10 and under, it's $2. You can't beat that.
Can't at all. And if you want to round up and say keep the change, that's always accepted too, right?
It is. We have a donation bucket, and people are very generous. Yeah.
It is a great thing, and I encourage you to reach out to some friends that maybe you'd like to get together with for breakfast and say, hey, what you doing Sunday? You got from 8:30 until noon. You don't have to be there the whole time, of course, but you can go anytime during that window, and it's at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance, and that's on Russell in Sioux Falls. And when you get there, again, every time I've been there, even when it's busy, the line goes really quick and you get through. So if you pull in and you go, looks like a lot of people, don't let that slow you down. You guys have got a really good system to get them through quick, don't you?
Oh, thank you. We've been told that. Yeah, you don't stand in line very long. We're going to add a little extra bonus here. The first person that comes in and tells us that they heard this on the radio, their meal's going to be free.
Ooh, there you go. So now you want to get there early because you got to be the first one to say that. And then,
First one.
And like I said, everybody's a winner because it's such a good deal. $7 for all that food. I mean, you can't beat that. I encourage you to give a little more than that because it goes to such a good thing. The cause is a great cause. Again, when you think about how many young people participate, even if you just look at the Legion baseball, do you know how many kids that is? It's hundreds of kids, isn't it?
Oh, it is. I should know the number. I'm sorry, I don't. But,
no, it's
played Legion ball. The kids learn. Yeah.
And thousands of people over the years. And then Boys State, that's another thing that affects so many people. So what a great cause, what a great thing. And you get some delicious pancakes and all the sides to go with it as well for just $7. Like I said, you can give more if you'd like. It's all coming up this Sunday, and it's not just this Sunday. It's the first Sunday of every month, and I think people should just put that on their calendar and make plans for the whole next year.
A lot of people do. We'd like to see more. Thank you.
Well, Thank you so much for your time today, Sue. I appreciate it.
Thank you, John. Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Again, Sue Peters with the American Legion in Sioux Falls. If you get a chance, join them this Sunday. It, again, is from 8:30 in the morning until noon. It's at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance. I'm going to throw a link to make all of the information very easy to find at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Thunder Road Thursday?
Yeah, Thunder Road Thursday, it is the season of giving. But, we give all year round, don't we?
We do.
Dan?
We do.
Always give something.
It's crazy. We give and we give and we give.
We do.
$25 gift card to Thunder Road. Just in time for some holiday fun. Are you kidding me? Heck yeah, why not?
They're open year-round now.
April Lewis. April Lewis, it's
Nice.
yours.
Way to go, April.
April, appreciate you listening and registering for that. We'll get that popped in the mail for you should John actually get by Thunder Road and pick those cards up.
I will. I'll have it for you. Don't you worry about me.
Friendly reminder.
Have I ever let you down in the past?
No, of course not.
3 times that I did?
No, certainly not.
I have actually let him down a lot.
Tripped across this story, and I follow Florida to some extent because, well, actually, my daughter and grandkids live in Florida. So,
Right.
and Florida's pretty crazy. This is no exception. I just like this story a lot. A Florida woman just a few days ago filed a lawsuit against the parent company of Velveeta's microwavable shells and cheese cup.
Oh,
Okay.
What's going on there?
This is what she's saying. Said she simply would not have bought that product had she known that it would take much longer to prepare than the 3.5 minutes stated on the label of the box.
How much longer did it take?
Oh, my God.
What? Wait, don't judge. Amanda Ramirez filed the class action lawsuit November 18th, U.S. District Court, Southern District of Florida's Miami Division. And she's a little steamed. She's the lead plaintiff in the lawsuit against Kraft Heinz Food Company, which manufactures the macaroni and cheese products. Lawsuit seeking damages for more than $5 million.
What?
I just don't understand what.
Including statutory and punitive damages plus interest and costs. She accuses the company of violating state and federal laws against, and you know what? This is where I'm kind of getting behind Ms. Ramirez here. Exactly. Deceptive and unfair trade practices, fraud, false misleading advertising, breach of express warranty, negligent misrepresentation, and unjust enrichment.
Let me guess. She's an attorney.
If she's not, she's got a pretty good one. That's what they're saying. At issue is the amount of time it takes to prep out the macaroni and cheese product. According to the lawsuit, statement on the bottom left-hand corner of the box claims the product is, quote, ready in 3.5 minutes. False, misleading because the product takes longer.
How long does it take?
I don't know.
Apparently
Why
longer
would they
than
put
that.
that on the box?
Well, we know it takes Miss Ramirez longer. The directions on the back of the package detail 4 steps in preparing the mac and cheese. One of the steps, microwaving the food, takes 3.5 minutes just by itself.
Well, maybe that's what they're referring to.
Apparently, that's what they're talking about.
Goodness
This lawsuit does not state how long it took Ramirez overall to prepare for consumption.
A month and a half.
She bought a box of 8 servings, 2.39 ounce cups at locations, including the Publix supermarket. I've been to Publix in Florida.
Oh,
She
my
bought these all at the same time, or she
Lovely
kept buying them
stores.
over and over and over?
She was apparently it was a couple trips.
Okay, so she bought this, or she repeatedly purchased the product and then decided later, I'm going to sue them because it took me slightly longer than 3.5 minutes to cook them.
John, are you representing the Kraft Heinz food?
I'm offering my services.
I'm offering my
I
free
have
of
no law
charge.
degree, but I do have common sense.
Ramirez said she paid a premium price of $10.99. Suit claims that the $10.99 price is higher than similar products that are represented in a non-misleading way.
Oh my goodness.
The Kraft Heinz Food Company not immediately responded to any requests for comments about this lawsuit.
They have to have somebody go fight this stupid thing.
Yes.
That I just don't get.
Yeah, because it's legit. It's $5 million lawsuit.
I could see her getting her money back for the $10 she spent, but $5 million because she had to wait an extra minute?
That's a bit extreme, yeah.
Well, it's class action. There's other people involved. Too.
They all need to get a life.
John, wow, so angry.
Saying.
I hope she wins.
You're on her side?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, have me
Are you
reading,
signed on to this class action lawsuit?
I don't be reading every label in my kitchen.
Excuse me, is this Minute Rice? I hope you better lawyer up.
hey, Uncle Ben.
Now think about a product like Minute Rice, because their name is Minute Rice.
It's got to make them
she's done
awfully
with them, they're gonna be
nervous.
2.5 Minute Rice.
And it takes far more than a minute.
It does.
I'm a fan of Minute Rice.
It
I buy it all
does
the time.
take far more
Does
than
it
a
say on the
minute.
package that it may take you longer?
I guess I've never thought about it, but I am now.
They're very soon going to be adding an S to the end of that first
Minutes
word.
Rice.
Yeah, plural.
Oh, Dan, thank you. I appreciate that.
You bet.
We're
Found
going to go
that-
check the pantry right now. We might all be millionaires.
Found that darn interesting.
I found it very interesting. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, December 1st, 2022. Equities ended November on a solid footing, boosted by remarks from Fed Chief Jerome Powell. He signaled the FOMC may shift its stance as soon as the next meeting and slow the pace of interest rate hikes. While the market cheered the news, the takeaway is that inflation is still running hot and underpinned by rising wages. In this light, the pace of hikes may have slowed, but it's not going to end any sooner than previously indicated. The risk now is that inflation will only subside moderately and prolong the time it takes for the FOMC to do its job. Today's news may alter the entire FOMC outlook once again, so don't be surprised if the market makes an about-face. The PCE price index is expected to cool from the previous month, but may not have cooled as much as expected. Regardless, the index is expected to support the current outlook for interest rate hikes, which is having a negative impact on the outlook for the S&P 500 earnings. While this dynamic is overshadowing the market, no rally should be trusted. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.